Hi everyone, I'm Krista from the DPW Environmental Division. Today we are going to be continuing with our Human-Wildlife Conflict series by talking about some of the plants to keep a lookout for and to avoid. We don't have poison oak and poison ivy here at USCG Bavaria, and those are the ones that we worry about most often in North America. However, there are a few others we should be aware of that are found here. First, stinging nettle. This is a plant that gets its name from the stinging rash it causes when skin makes contact with the plant. Stinging nettle is a really common plant found in Europe, Asia, and North America. It grows along trails, fields, forests, and hedgerows and begins growing in springtime. The leaves are serrated on the edges and the flowers are tiny greenish-white clusters on the top of the plant. The leaves and stems are covered in small hairs and act like tiny needles, which causes skin irritation. If you rub up against this plant, it can itch and burn for up to 12 hours. The best way to avoid the nettle's sting is to recognize the plant and avoid it altogether. If you do brush against the plant, wash the skin with soap and water as soon as possible to remove the hairs. Avoid scratching the area and apply a cold, not hot, compress. Antihistamine creams may relieve the itching and swelling, but use creams you have used before and know you don't react to negatively. Otherwise, consult your physician. Interestingly, nettle is really important for pollinators and has long been an ingredient for many dishes. The young leaves can be cooked to remove the irritants and leave behind nutritious leaves. While nettle is really pretty harmless, there are two plants you do want to avoid. The first is giant hogweed. Giant hogweed has large, multi-pointed leaves with one large stalk in the middle, topped by small white flowers. Note how thick the stalk is, with the color similar to rhubarb. The sap released by breaking the plant or brushing against it can cause serious burns on the skin within a day or two. Removal should only be conducted by a professional wearing protective clothing, so if you suspect you have this plant in your yard, please contact DPW. The second plant to keep an eye out for is foxglove. This is a really beautiful plant and is actually important for pollinators such as bumblebees. However, its sap, flowers, seeds, and leaves are all poisonous, even in small doses. It gets its name because it has pretty purple flowers that look like the fingers of a glove. Foxglove can be found mostly on roadsides and along hedgerows and woodland edges. The leaves are oval-shaped and hairy, and its flowers are tall, distinguishable stalks with bell-shaped purple flowers. If you think you, your child, or pet has ingested any part of foxglove found nearby, contact emergency services immediately. If you think you have foxglove in your yard, contact DPW for advice on removal. It's really important to be informed about the plants and animals around us and to be informed about what to do if or when we come in contact with them. If you have questions about identifying any of these plants, please feel free to contact us directly. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.